Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is going to be for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, weekend energy. I will give you guys some time to bounce on. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, weekend energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of you need to sit against a tree to help heal. Heal your root chakra, maybe, your sacral chakra, your root chakra. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, weekend energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, weekend energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, weekend energy. Okay. Sympathy, that came in Aries, Leo, Aquarius read, and variation. When it comes to sympathy, okay, I'm going to keep it real short. This is regarding in regards to sympathy, okay, it's regarding some type of conflict or resistance. In regards to variation, it teaches us that a person who has been removed from our inner argument or our doubt at divine will receive enlightenment. Hold on, I don't know what my dad's doing right now out there. It's driving me fucking apeshit. Some type of weed whacking. Leaf blowing. Okay. All right. I'm going to start over. This is the angels of the ministers of grace. It teaches us that the person who has been removed from the inner argument of doubt about divine will receive enlightenment. Further, the person who loves the love of life is rich and holds the planet in light, knowing that there's no music in fear. Comprehending that the compassion of sound and clarity of light of dual energies from the source will be reversed. So be bathed in the light of the source of gazing images, iconic energies and images, and feel the heartfelt light with deep inside your soul. Then feel the gestures of deep respect. This reminds us that human form, and so Ariel and the divine companion, overshadows your life as they do when you kneel, will provide you in a manner of heaven to bathe in your own peace. You will feel a deep reminder of the qualities of caressing your own life with amazing abundance, freedom, and trust, and companionship. This is needing to pour more light into your life. Certain energies, especially ones from the planets, from Source, that will enrich you. You will receive some type of enlightenment. So if you're removing your own conflict, the resistance, the conflict, like if you remove that self-doubt, you will be enlightened. Okay? So I don't know if there's a big step that's about to be taken this weekend. And then you have the moon with the soul. And this really is about your soul and what's best for you. If you're doubting yourself though, okay, it's going to be a lot harder to get to where you need to get. There's definitely going to be chaos, but there could just be like a resubmerging of maybe even admiration. So many interruptions, guys. So sorry, but this is like a lot of risk, variation, which speaks of great respect, I think you just need to stay more dedicated to yourself, your own talents, the own things that you want. It's also like an moment, right? So try not to fight yourself on this. Try to be open, because this is more like you're battling your own soul, you're battling your own self, which makes me sad. I feel like I'm reading for cross watchers. I feel like we're transmitting energy here. I feel like we're a bunch of transmitters, because a spiritual soul is not quite, unless you're in between phases and adjusting, this is not typically our type of energy. We would follow our soul. We would listen to our soul. Careful there's not like a guilt trip. You need to find deep self-respect for yourself. This is all regarding your soul. It's your inner conflict, It's almost like if you just go after it, it's more than laying down. all the weight you've been carrying. There's something about it. Green might be a color this weekend. Yeah, green. Water dragon helps you easily flow around obstacles. It's the Christ light that's flowing. Develop your own psychic abilities and go with the flow. Could be your intuition, a lot of water energy here. You might want to check out Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But they're helping you maneuver through these obstacles. This is a very powerful weekend of a lot of love coming from Source for every zodiac. It just doesn't feel like it's being accepted. And again, it's a very strange vibe that I'm getting regarding like cross watchers or just the energy around you. People having a really hard time adjusting, you know. Omega Dragon, harness the divine powers of creation, set the right intentions, hold your vision, birth of a higher consciousness. So it's the Omega. So somebody could be too alpha right now. Again, it speaks of like not wanting to be vulnerable. And I keep looking over here because they're just sitting here. Beloved, yeah. See, you got a lot of energies around you that have a lot of love, have a deep love for you. I just don't think you see it or feel it. There's resistances, there's blockages. This is not like, hey, you're gonna sit in this and feel this. This is, you have the option to get out of this because you got a lot of love around you. It's what are you choosing? Pay attention to red flags. So there's things cautioning you, I'm guessing, to get you out of a situation. Yeah, you got to retreat and disconnect and really figure out what's going on. And it could be a religious factor. Your love life's being influenced by your own upbringing, or, if, you on a spiritual path. Yeah, this is a cross-watching read all day. Cross-watchers. It's very strange to read. It's because how many cross-watchers actually, like, I understand cross-watching, right? But like, this isn't even like a spiritual read for my spirituals. This is strange. So this energy is definitely being pushed out and transmitted. This is energy around you. These are energies around my spirituals that self-resisting, and instead of feeling that like aha moment, that mystical moment of so yeah, somebody might have, here's the thing, somebody might have a lot of respect for you and they know that your souls are like meshing, but this isn't a spiritual person. It's not spiritual wisdom, because right now they're like resisting the connection or resisting that you're spiritual. And they might have that type of feeling, or they're not making the moves they need to make because of society or what their family thinks because of how they were brought up. So I don't know what type of transmission is going out for this particular read, or if it's energies within the earth that is helping some type of transformation here, because I can't even read this as like, this is my spirituals. This is definitely energies around you, and this energy is definitely being pushed out. On another sense, now that we know this energy is for somebody around you, you need to realize that if this energy tries to come towards you, there's some red flags too. You need to retreat, because there's some type of conditioning or a social thing going on with somebody around you. They, to me, this is like, they need to feel this love instead of going after attention, beating. It's like, I feel like you have an energy around you that's trying to beat around the bush and not getting, like, there's no vulnerability. That's That's been a big message this week. Well, today for this weekend, especially regarding fire. The vulnerability people like it's like they feel it's a weakness, and it's far from a weakness. And for those who are not listening to their own gut and is sitting in this, which is disturbing, um, that's how it's coming in, because it's just spirit has had enough. So tell me about pay attention to the red flags. Something's telling you something's not right. There's still obstacles. There's still stuff in the way. There's no vulnerability. Big dreams. So I don't know. There's still going on with like maybe family situation. Tell me about retreat. I don't know if someone's trying to sell you the American dream here. Retreat. That's more like reminiscing. And then with the religious factors, we have solitude and deception. One more for religious factors. Lying to themselves, not really figuring it out. Yeah, see, somebody needs to purge something. Maybe the last commitment they were in was more traditional, where a spiritual relationship is less conventional, it's less traditional. You like the traditional factors, but it's definitely less conventional. Somebody is really in their feelings regarding you, wants to get away, all that, but there's just, somebody is stuck on, somebody is definitely stuck here regarding how they were raised. This is all about, almost in a sense, you being spiritual and somebody having a really hard time with it. You're dealing with somebody who does not really know how to maneuver through obstacles. You're dealing with somebody who is not vulnerable, possibly not following their soul. But it is so you better hold yourself in high regards regarding respect. But here's the thing, I feel like this energy really respects you, but they don't know how to comprehend a lot of things. So you're dealing with an energy that definitely needs a spiritual awakening. So I wouldn't try to convince anybody of anything this weekend. It's like you might as well just pull a rabbit out of the hat and say, what do they say? Walla bazam, walla bazoo. Like, I don't fucking know. What do they say when they pull a magician out of a hat? Hey Siri, what is a magician? Magician. What does a magician say when they pull a rabbit out of a hat? It's just like almost like a surprise. I guess they don't say anything. I don't know why, for some reason, I felt like, ta-da, abracadabra. Thank you guys. Yeah, that didn't come up on Google. I do feel it's like that, like abracadabra or ta-da. Yeah, like it's just very, I don't know what the message is behind that. Like, meaning like you might as well just pull a rabbit out of a hat. Like it's almost like they're not going to be an ah. It's not that feel. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, I don't know where spirit's going with that. It's almost like someone doesn't even know their ass from their elbow anyway. So you could pull a rabbit out of a hat and they're going to be like, okay, good job. Like, so somebody does not believe in magic, and that's sad. But I don't know. Be careful. There's red flags here, right? It's almost like someone's trying to sell you the American dream. Like, I'll show you how to pull a rabbit out of a hat. It's like, okay. I just almost felt like I saw somebody taking their penis out of their pants. I'll show you how to pull a rabbit from its hat. It's like, okay, thinking with the wrong head. Got a lot of fucking ego here. A lot of fucking ego. Such a shame. Seriously. It's like, it is hocus pocus, like abracadabra. Oh, your penis gets hard. Oh, abracadabra. I'm so in awe. Oh, wow. Look at your penis. Oh my gosh, it gets bigger when you get turned on. Like, what the fuck? You're dealing with somebody who does not know their fucking ass from their fucking elbow right now, guys. They don't want to address the issues. It's like they want to just tuck everything away in their pocket and not bring up stuff that needs to be talked about. This is a big warning because it's like they're trying to sell you the American dream, or they're trying to sext you or do something here. Because it's like they're trying to impress you with something, and it's like, really? Tell me about big dream. Instead of being vulnerable, instead of being sincere, instead of speaking the truth, instead of being authentic, instead of trying to work out the issues, instead of going around the obstacle, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's such bullshit. Yeah, testing dedication, the Chariot reverse. Nothing's gonna go fast here with the lovers. It is that sexual energy, guys, I was feeling. It's a dim opportunity. That's what I'm saying. Like, this isn't gonna get anywhere like this weekend. It's like none of my spirituals care that your dick grows when you're horny. Like that this is like, that's literally like the message. It's so freaking crazy. What up, Buttercup? Hi.
When do you think you're gonna be done?
I don't know why.
That's my time for a long time.
Lunch. It's lunch already. 12.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like this person's fucking head is up their ass. It's such a shame. Because Spirit's really trying to help this energy get out. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag with sympathy, guys. It was the first card that came out. It's like almost like they're trying to pull a rabbit out of the fucking hat, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like what? Huh? So to me, I suggest, if you're a feminine here, it's the power of your own creation. Don't worry about the obstacles. Like this is a situation where, like I said, like you can't see past this situation right now because you're dealing with somebody that's not even telling you the truth about how they feel about what it is you believe in. So I suggest you really lay back or sit back and be like, what do I want here? What do I want? Because you might get tested this weekend. You might have an energy come at you and try to test you. 9 of Swords reverse, accepting past trauma. So hopefully somebody is accepting something. This wouldn't be you. Newfound clarity. So I feel like there's a beautiful turnaround here for some reason. But there's still energies of people being held back. I feel like this is a fucking deja vu reading, guys. I feel like this is straight up deja vu with this card and this card. Anybody else getting that sense? Like I've done this reading before? Like, I don't know, a feminine energy, spiritual energy, work on your divine energies. What feeds your own soul? Self-respect. because you have an energy coming in testing you. You might recognize a certain situation or retreat or reminisce about somebody you were with, but you're also accepting what went down, but you're not moving forward because of whatever this is. So this is probably a healthy barrier because it's like a new sense of clarity here. Or you were dealing with somebody who's like overthinking, but regardless, there's still something where somebody's trying to get you to avoid this or not talk about that. Like it's like somebody who like hits you up and talks about something that don't mean fucking jack shit. It's like avoiding shit, right? Pay attention to red flags, big dreams. It's like they come in either sexting or they come in like high or they act like, it's I don't know if they're trying to trick their own soul here. This is tricky. So this is definitely a little bit of a warning, guys, because even if there really is a lot of love, you're not getting to what actually needs to be discussed, if that makes sense. It's like they're still lying with this. Is it being purged? Possibly, but there's still some lies, and it's like it's like testing you to kind of see where you're at. But I think if anything, you know exactly where you're at. They don't know where they're at. So they're trying to see where you're at, which wouldn't be the smartest thing because I don't think they're going to get the best response if that's what they're trying to do. Okay, so tell me about this Omega Dragon. This is that feminine energy. You got the fifth dimensional energy, nostalgia, and commitment. Yeah, see, this is definitely you vibing higher. But like I said, there is some reminiscing here. You're the first zodiac sign for that to really come out. So somebody might try to like be reminiscing, or somebody might like it's like trying to pull a rabbit out of its hat. It's like you can't trick somebody that's in fifth dimensional energy either, guys. And the card that wanted to come out was the Dark Night of the Soul, and you got grief. So I don't know if someone's trying to trick you, like trick you into something. You're definitely being tested. Two of Cups reversed, needed self-reflection. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, there's an energy that really needs to go in here. And do I think they're accepting something over here, or you are, or they are? Yeah, but there's still a big problem here that they don't want to discuss. Ten of Swords, yeah, deep anguish. I don't know if they feel rejected. You're putting up some strong boundaries, but if you ask me, it's fucking needed because they're coming in like fucking Houdini over here, thinking they're fucking slick Rick, and you're gonna be so surprised that their penis fucking grows when they're horny. Like it's just like mind baffling. It's like wow, ooh yeah, abracadabra, nice trick. Like it's just you're probably gonna be like, who am I dealing with, a fucking child? Because you're over here vibing on the fucking fifth dimension, guys. Yeah, there's some nostalgia here, but I don't think there's enough here. Look, somebody might be all of a sudden like, let's have a commitment, let's do this, let's do that. Like you think there's like some huge turnaround of revelation, and there's not. They may be having an epiphany, but this epiphany is not. Do you see the back and forth if you're messaging with somebody back and forth, like it's like yeah, it's like a bottomless pit of pits. So I wouldn't say not this weekend. Tell me about religious factors. This is like somebody that still needs to purge certain things, and it doesn't look like it's getting purged now. Difficult decision, right? Three of Cups. Is there a celebration? To me, that's too many people. And the Eight of Wands. Yeah, see, somebody wants to come in and like, and it's real quick, but you got the Queen of Cups reversed. Like, so this might be an energy around another energy that's not using their intuition when it comes to something, and it's like a third party scenario. Because again, if you go watch Aries, Leo, Sag, there was a settling third party energy, and they have the Seven of Cups right there too. So I just feel like there's some chaos here. And there's some lies and trickery. 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's like a heavy burden that needs to be laid down. And this energy is manifesting punishment. So I don't know if it's the energy around you or somebody they're dealing with. Because I just got pulled to that too. But here's the thing. If that aura and that energy is still around them, because I do feel like there's a breakthrough. But something is still not being handled properly or correctly. Especially when it comes to possibly a feminine energy. With the divine right there, not vibing high enough, and then there's some type of commitment, nostalgia, something with the past, but it's like reflecting, like, so that energy is like shifting. What's this energy over here? So I almost feel like, yeah, see, fucking third party victim. Yeah, see, what the fuck? I'm telling you. So this just turned, right? So I don't know if this other energy is trying to be like sympathetic or trying to like falsely connect to your soul. Like in the beginning of this reading, we were just reading two people, right? And energies around you. Now all of a sudden, this energy from the other day, this feminine energy that was manifesting her own punishment. I forget which read that was per se. It is still trying to play some type of fucking role here. Bitch, gotta fucking go. This is why you still need boundaries. This is why if somebody comes towards you, it's like clear the throat chakra. Holy shit. It's like, no. That's why I said, like, abracadabra, like, you're not pulling any fucking tricks by me. This is somebody who, like, I almost feel like they're still trying to trick you. And it's like, I almost feel like it's the feminine energy that's trying to trick somebody now. This just got tricky. I just heard spirit, like, this bitch gotta fucking go. So I don't know if it's a mother, a wife, an ex. Like, here she is just trying to, like, stop somebody from vibing higher, stop somebody from a commitment, make somebody second guess what they really want. And this person probably really wants you. So you're dealing with somebody that wants to come towards you, wants to be with you, is having a really hard time because there's an energy around them that's trying to make them feel bad or guilty, make it seem like they shouldn't be with you for religious reasons or certain factors that don't suit them. So this is obviously a mother or a wife or the kids of a mother, the kids, or a business partner, because this woman has some type of shitty fucking influence. And they're making this energy feel guilty for wanting to go in a new direction. And they are trying so hard to make them feel like you're not the right person. So ultimately, at the end of the day, it's almost like they're trying to turn this other energy on. I don't know what they're doing. But I know they're manifesting their own punishment here. So fucking hip hip hooray to that. And I'm usually not like that, but I've had enough of this fucking rotten woman on the fucking board trying to tell somebody. But here's the thing too, guys. You have another energy that's still allowing this energy to prey. Okay, so fuck that other energy too. So my spirituals better have strong fucking boundaries this weekend. Whether you're getting tested, she's getting tested, or they're trying to test, it doesn't fucking matter. The fact that all this energy is still fucking lingering is a big hell no. And I'm going to leave it at that. Are they trying to possibly purge this energy? I hope so, but here's the thing. It's still all up in their energy. So now is not the time to mingle and mesh energies. because there's still conflict, there's still resistance, there's still all these things that's like it's like this energy, this somebody has not put their foot down regarding a wife, a mother, the mother of their children, a grandmother. So until that happens, they can fuck off. And I hope you feel the same way. So somebody is going through a lot, because that happens when you don't follow your own soul. So again, this reminds me a lot of Aries, Leo, Sag. It's definitely meshing with that whole sympathy victim vibe I was feeling, unfortunately. And I didn't even clarify that beloved energy. I feel like in a way that's like a foe. I feel like, or is spirit saying, you're loved and but I don't think to me, you don't need that confirmation. This could be someone loving you from a distance, but not if it's that other person dealing with a third party. Yeah, see, you're ascending. To me, stay dedicated to yourself here. I do see like a very strong boundary egg type form. You are extremely loved, but to me, you would already know that. So again, just continue to ascend. You're very adored, very much loved. Just, refocus your energy right now. Okay. Or it's regarding the other energy, and they're very much loved by a spiritual, but I don't even think you guys have hashed anything out if that's what it's in regards to. So I hope that is them ascending and getting themselves out of certain situations, but I'm not sure, and I do not care to look into it any further because spirit does not want me to, and I don't have any interest in looking into that any further. So, water. It sucks, guys, because if you're getting tested and somebody wants to come towards you, they still have this energy around them, which is all good. We've had this discussion before where if the two of you are working on something and sincere and you're trying to get to the bottom of something and you have this outside energy and you're very aware of it and truths are being told, then yeah, it's okay. That's one thing. Don't let an ex get in the way of your future, especially if there's a lot of love between two people. We talked about that within the last couple of weeks with a certain read that came in. But to me, that looks like it's just more like keep concentrating on yourself, and you still need some type of boundaries regarding this energy because something's not being settled or handled, and there's still some type of cord, there's still type of an attachment. So it doesn't look like that's the type of weekend to sympathize with anybody right now, to be quite fucking honest with you. Okay, so I hope you take my advice there, or I shall say spirit's advice. All right, Earth, and now we got water. So water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like overall, too, there's going to be some chaotic energy or just busy energy, but it's nothing you can't handle. You're some type of wonderful, yes you are. That's the song I just got for that. You're some type of wonderful. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. They said enough said. Enough said with that card. Don't let other energies interfere with this, whatever it is. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Ooh, I feel like there's something really positive here. Look at 1, 1, and 1. 1, 1, 1. 11, 11. I'm like, what are we reading? I don't know yet. Ooh, Eureka. Yeah, see, there's a lot of positivity here. That's like, it's almost pulling me to bliss. I'm gonna open the window. Okay, feelings of excitement, well-being, happiness, excitement, transcendent, joy, states of being where you haven't experienced before. This lover angel's heart has the magic powers to create happiness, so relinquish the strong hold you have on certain aspects of your life that just do not resonate with you anymore, things that do not make you happy. Instead, feel that beautiful sense of contentment with who you are. A word delivered from the ancient Greek can be defined as the state as a heightened well-being and known as a powerful energy that endures all crisis. When experiencing Erothia, I don't know why Spirit's giving me 2 words, but I don't even know which 2 words those would even be. When experiencing this in your life, you will release a wonderful hormone such as serotonin or oxytocin, which are designed to electrify your own being. Glaze on this beautiful ancient glaze on the beautiful entrance that stands the Greece period, wise, knowledgeable, courageous, and especially aligned with certain parts of your life. The goddess Athena is a patron, and she symbolizes a profound wisdom of the culture for those around you, especially with ancient Greece. As you ponder the icon, feel the sacred majesty of the archetypture. Step into your own physical I can't say this word, it's not geometry. Such a simple word, guys. Geometry. Geometry. Why? Okay. I'm trying to figure out why they're stopping my words. Somebody might have a hard time communicating, but create your own. It's geometry, but why am I struggling? I don't think this is you struggling. But fill your anja with the joy of the angelic elixir. Anjaya. They're not having me say that right either. So something's coming out wrong. Something's coming out wrong. Struggling to talk to you, or you're struggling to talk to somebody. I don't know, but this is a feeling of bliss, guys. The power that you create, your own happiness, relinquishing anything that has a strong hold on you that just doesn't resonate with you anymore. Instead, they want you to feel the beautiful sense of who you are, your own happiness, your own contentment, your own heightened state. And you have some profound wisdom that comes from an ancient Greece past life. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And I don't know if, I think I struggle with 3 words that I know how to say. So I don't think that's you struggling with words. It could be. I don't know if someone's trying to communicate or talk to you. I'm not sure what's going on there. But at the end of the day, guys, Do what your soul feels right, what makes you happy, what brings you bliss, what brings you a higher sense of your own heightened awareness. North Node, life purpose. Yeah, there's something huge here in spiritual, guys. I can feel it. Okay, and it could be linked to something you did in a past life regarding Greece, Roman era. Cleopatra's coming through. There's certain people from the council that are coming through. Like they were the judges, back in the day, the council, who made decisions. There's like 20 of them. You have a strong connection to a couple of them before people became kings and rulers and that type of things, right? Black dragon from Saturn brings you wisdom throughout your spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on the ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself. You passed the test. This is huge. This is a huge reading. There's something huge here. And these colors are meshing. Huge, guys. Concentrate on what makes you something is going to make you happy, or something is just going to ding. Like, I don't know how, this is like baffling that this is weekend energy. This is something that's going to come in over the weekend that gives you some type of clarity, or it's a magical feeling. It's got to be a magical feeling, or it's got to be. I mean, this has to do with your own spirituality, where you're at. This is not bystanders. This is not outside energy. No, this is something spiritual that you are absolutely transitioning into. This isn't even like, I think so, like the biggest reads, like when Spirit was showing me the sigils, it was Aries last night and Cancer today, regarding like the moon energy of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and the area is so, I mean, they're two completely the polar opposites of energy. It's almost like you're working with the moon energy, you're working with the water energy that I think came through in air. Like the arms of the angel, like how I was saying, like on a spiritual sense, didn't I equate that reading to like a loss, and then like a spiritual sense? You might want to go and check out that reading. So it's almost like water and air, and then earth and fire. Like earth and fire are battling each other, and water and air I'm meshing. So to me, air as in the cosmos, the divine. So it's strong water in your chart, and if it's not strong water or air, it's a placement, but it is the right fucking placement. There's something profound about to go down. And congratulations, you passed the test. So when we just read the Earth reading, you're not the one being tested. Frickin' fracker being tested. Whoever wants to come toward you is being tested. Because to me, you're not engaging. You wouldn't be engaging in that. This is about your own happiness, your own bliss, unless you're just like, you're part of that and you're seeing your way out of it. But if you're getting tested this weekend, it looks like you're going to pass. There's no question, because this is coming first. Your spirituality, your belief, the magic, your purpose comes before anything. And I know that sounds like so occult, but it's where your passion lies. And that's that. There's strength and power, and there are strong powers backing you. strong powers, making sure you're about to step into something. And this is part of the ascension that I told you guys to go back and watch. Why I said there was a video I did the other day, lots of ascension, lots of, I what did I label it? I told somebody else to go back and watch this too. I can't remember which sign it was. It could have been in air, in the air video. Multiple activations. Okay. So this is huge. This, I don't know. I almost don't want to flip it, but regardless, you're going to pass a test, because this, whatever this is, I feel like it almost doesn't even mesh with this, because unless it's like a retreat or something, but I almost feel like it's not. It's almost like I don't even want this card to take away from this, because this isn't about romance. This is about your own passion. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. That card has zero business being in your fucking read. Zero. We all know how I feel about that card. That is a past life card. That is a card that I've been saying from day one that Dorian Virtue is going to hit me up and ask me why I read her cards that way. Because that is the one card in that entire deck that I can't stand. I can't even look at that person in their face as if I know that person from a past life. So you have somebody from a past life that's probably going to come in and try to change where you're at. It's like all this beautiful things about to happen to you, and you're going to have an energy that is going to try to make an appearance. Okay. So, like I said, you have a strong past life energy that's going to want to come in and try to interfere with your purpose. I don't know if they're just not understanding. I don't know, guys. I knew I had a strange feeling about that fucking card. That's somebody you had a past life with that still wants to be relevant in this life. So listen to me. That's telling me that past life person got away with something in a past life. And it could have been in the Roman era. Like, you can't do that. This is where men felt more like superior. Women had more of like the seduction, like they played a different role then. You know what I mean? Lots of menage a trois, loved sex, like multiple people, like it was just different roles then. Okay. So you had some type of strong leadership qualities that somebody took away from you in a Roman lifetime. There's no question that that's what happened. And you're having another lifetime with this person here and now in 2022. Clearly, you already know this person. Okay. And they just don't understand where you're at, and they want to be part of it, but they want to be part of it for the wrong reasons. And they're going to struggle with this because of, in the past life, you obeyed that energy. So yeah, look at that, guys. Matching it right up. I didn't even pick up on that. And this is my past life deck. That's why I kept getting pulled to it. Okay, so you have a strong past life with like some type of leadership. It's almost pulling me to like you had an Egyptian life where there was some type of leadership. Like there was some strong, there was a few women that were considered, pharaohs. Isis for one, um, Cleopatra had that ability too. And I think you succeeded. And then I don't know how many lifetimes you had in between, maybe one or two, I'm not really sure. Or if, you were resurrected into this one. And then I feel like ever since this one, a couple that followed, you obeyed some type of energy. That's why in another reading, because the past life's coming through right now. That's why in another reading, I remember saying to you guys, who does this energy think there is? Like, you didn't wake them up from their tomb. Right? So they're still living, like they think they're the king of their castle. You know what I mean? Like they're the pharaoh. They're superior over women. And they might not even give you that vibe, and they might not tell you that, but that's how they feel. You having this type of power throws them off, and it makes them feel weak. So you, to me, already passed the test, or over the weekend you are going to pass the test, because to me you're choosing your own happiness. To me, you already passed mentally. You might physically experience something, but you're past that too, because they're not going to stop what this is. It's a strong, ancient, like a seal, a fucking stamp, and it's fucking yours, and they are not taking it from you in this lifetime. So some of you might end up with this person, but it would be down the road when they have their own spiritual awakenings. But until then, they're really struggling with your independence. It almost repulsed me to the morning where I wanted to wake up and say, "Good morning, America," and do that whole act where somebody was trying to sell you their American dream. Do you remember that? Where I told you how I did that for hours. It was like 4 hours. I repeated it twice in my head before going to bed. It was insane. Like somebody like wants to sell you their American dream, and it's like, no thanks. You can take your own ticket back to oppression. I'm good. I took myself right out of this fucking matrix, and I'm pleased and happy where I am right here. This is something coming this weekend to you. This is more, it's self-worth too, but there's something where it's just clicking. It's bing, 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 bing. It's the ascension. So regarding the past life with this person, which I think you had multiple, okay, and especially with that wedding card, it could be this modern day world where somebody's still fucking married and they're still trying to come at you, but I don't think so. This is somebody you shared a lot of past lives with. Oh, maybe possibly two. Okay. Yeah, see, this was somebody you were married to in the past, probably multiple times. And trust and faith was either taken from you. See, this is almost pulling me to some of you are going to end up with this person, but it won't be for a long time or for months, guys, until they have some type of spiritual awakening. This is what this is. I just explained this whole thing just like that with wedding. You were definitely married. You obeyed them. They had some type of authority. It was multiple lifetimes. As of right now, they are struggling with your independence and where you're at because they think men are superior. They may love women, but they think men are superior. So this energy has to bow down to their own ego, not to you, to their own ego, because it's fucking nonsense. It's like they can preach that they want an energy of equality, like an equal balanced relationship, but they fucking don't. Not right now, they don't. Okay. But this was, and you had the wedding card. You were probably married twice, okay, in multiple lifetimes, because you've had multiple lifetimes with this energy. And this is the lifetime where you're surpassing this karma. This will be your lifetime of saying, making your own decisions on that's probably why your spirituality and your belief is so powerful, because in the past you've allowed other people to take it from you. And that makes a lot of sense. If I'm going to share something extremely personal, that makes a lot of sense to me on why I would choose spirituality over fucking any man in my fucking life. Is a fucking given. You will not compete with that one thing that I fucking have. It will not be fucking taken. And we're like a big tribe, guys, so I'm assuming you feel the same fucking way. So it is a little bit of a challenge because you know who this person is. You know exactly who this person is. And until they have their own spiritual awakenings, then that's it. Have trust and faith in yourself for right now. Because that marriage card right here that was in this deck, has that literally, guys, I'm not shitting you, that just fucking popped out all by itself when I went to go show you this deck. The card I did not want on the fucking board. See how strong that fucking energy is? I can't even look at this motherfucker. It creeps me out. This person betrayed you in multiple fucking lifetimes. Betrayed you. That's why in this lifetime, you're getting some type of karmic fucking return. You mark my words. Okay? They're probably letting children and other things get in the way of situations right now, but c'est la vie, so be it. Let them stay in that. You want nothing to do with it. Okay? So you do know who this is in this lifetime for you. There's no question you do. Some of you will have another go and have an extremely blissful lifetime together. It's just not now. It's until they bow down to their own fucking ego. And until then, c'est la vie, who gives a fuck where they're at? Because this is where you're at. You shouldn't have to prove yourself to fucking anybody or explain yourself to anybody on why you feel this way. And maybe this conversation will come up one day with this one particular person. This one particular person knows that you guys have a deep connection. They know you've had a past life. They've experienced things that they do not want to share with you because they're not comfortable with spirituality in 2022. And that's the fucking truth. And we can stop talking about them. If this person eventually has multiple spiritual awakenings and however that rolls, then yeah, eventually. Certainly not this fucking weekend. So that person can stay in the deck. You could be leaving or traveling and doing your own fucking thing. This person doesn't have a fucking shot to come in and take this from you. And you know what's ironic? The last person I dated, I remember saying this a while ago, guys, that remember I was in a point in my life where for the last couple of years of what I wanted to do, where I was going to go at, how I took like the real estate course, like certain things, but it's like being kind of persuaded to go in that direction. It wasn't like, oh, hey, you know, like I'm going to give you different ideas. You'd be really good at that. You'd be really good at that. Like blah, 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 whether they knew that what they were doing or not. But at some point I realized in the midst of that situation, I realized that I had only taken the test. I had taken it twice and I failed, and I knew I could have took it back. I passed one and not the other. But I had already knew then that it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get back into I really wanted to get back into, you know, spirituality and what I'm doing now. After like years it took me. Do you remember for years I was like, oh my gosh, I was like almost like taking a sabbatical. Like I just kind of had to like take a step back because I was getting so frustrated in certain reads and, it's just stuff and energy not shifting. And it was just a lot. Um, and that my past relationship, and it wasn't a bad thing. I don't think he was doing it intentionally to manipulate. Could have been. I mean, I was aware of a lot of things. I don't need to get into that, but I'm just saying, like in general, my soul knew to get back into this. And I was challenged and I was tested to see if I was going to step out of this. And that's the way it was supposed to be. Get what I'm saying? So that's a strong message right there with, you know, this could be your own father, this could be your own friend being like, oh, you want to do this, you want to go in that direction. Like, it just happened to be the person I dated last. I fell into that category with that experience. Um, but it put me back to where I belong. And it gave me that strength back to be like, no, this is what I really want to do, you know? Um, and I'm back. Okay. So that was my way of kind of being tested too. So we'll all probably got tested in this lifetime somehow like that, whether, your parents think you're crazy or they think like it's that type of scenario. Um, but this energy is still probably going to come in and try to not necessarily change who you are, but they can't take this from you. So I just don't think they quite understand the depth that you do. There's no reason to really get into it like that, but this is a powerful fucking read, guys. And I was just trying to give you an example of, in a past life where, you probably chose that alternate route. You probably chose, once again, I chose to go the route that wasn't gonna fill my piggy bank up in certain stuff and selling stuff because I have the ability to probably, to go far in that industry, especially because I wanted to sell more industrial than anything. Um, and I know I could have banked a lot of money and lived that life of material over, soul decisions. So you guys might be in the midst of that, or you've already experienced that type of scenario, and well done, you passed. And you also have that energy of this person wanting to come back, and they will come back, um, obviously with those type of connections. But right now is, I don't know how it's going to go for everybody, but right now it's about you and your spirituality and where you're at and what you want, not what somebody else thinks, or it's just not. It will get shut down real quick, I can tell. But there might be some struggles for some people because there is that type of untalked about attachment. It's almost like when you come across relationships like that or certain situations, whether you were in a commitment, whether you're not, it feels like you've been there, done that. You've had this relationship. It's just there, right? But until the two of you can really separate certain things and still mesh at the end of the day with that unconditional love and be two very strong individual people, which I know is not there yet. I would see it more if it was. So I know it's not. So continue to, trust and have faith in yourself and the direction you're going or the direction you're being led. Because there's some type of good karma coming in, and it's whatever you choose to do next, and it doesn't have to do with that energy, the other energy that has held you back in other lifetimes. And I guarantee in this lifetime you're probably not even with this energy right now because they have held you back, and it had something to do with your spirituality, or it had something to do with Good prime example. What was it? Fucking Earth we just read? Wasn't it just Earth? Where that person was like, do you really want to be with somebody like that? You want to choose to be with somebody who's spiritual or somebody who's on YouTube or somebody blah 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 blah. Now all four of these elements are now meshing into one weekend energy read. It makes a lot of fucking sense to me. I know exactly what it's saying. And I hope I did a good explanation explaining to you guys what this is trying to say. It's not that there's not love between the two of you, but right now, you're not getting the love that they need to provide to make you feel secure. So your security is solely yourself in spirit. Why would you give any attention or anything regarding the other energy? And especially when they still have something lingering around them. You know where I'm going with this. I don't even need to go there with you with this whole thing. But I love you guys. I'm gonna go make Kaden some lunch. I gotta wake up Mia. She's got a doctor's appointment. And I will be back at some point. Okay? I know you're way down here. I love you guys. I hope you have a kick-ass fucking weekend, but I will be back at some point. All right? Stay strong. For those who are going through a hard time, I definitely sympathize. You also need to take care of yourself and, see that you're so much worth more than the scenario you're staying in or avoiding or not addressing. I hope everybody just has a really good weekend and does what's best for them at the end of the day. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.